Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. We have 3 more episodes in the current run of Total War Attila before we go on another hiatus and jump back to Lord of the Scots in Crusader Kings 2. Time flies, right? So what I am going to do everything in my power to do with these next 3 key episodes is to kill this dude. I don't know that I'll be able to do it because it would have to involve him kind of walking into a trap, but I am going to try to do it. And one of the ways I'm going to try to do it is by putting like this army in ambush mode. And we've got another army here. I'm going to put that one in town, and this one actually doesn't look like I can take them out of that mode. So they're just going to be that way. But yeah, we're going to have armies pretty much in ambush mode. Yeah, that one can't move either, unfortunately. This one can, though. So, wait, hang on. The idea is I want to lure Attila into a trap by making my cities look less defended than they actually are. That's the only way he's going to get close, but I'm going to spend as much time as I can focusing on getting him dead in the next couple of episodes. So anyway, other than that, things are going really, really great. It's 444 AD. What season is it? It's summer 444 AD. I should know that because there's a lot of green. We have a lot of territory, and it's great. Hey, things are purple again. Remember not too long ago I was trying to pull this up, and for whatever reason, I don't know why it wasn't this way before. Faction ownership. Maybe it's just because I was looking at diplomatic status instead of faction ownership. That's why. But anyway, sorry, just the small things. For those of you who remember a few episodes back, I was so confused as to why all of a sudden the coloring of the map was different when I just want to, you know, pop up and get a look at how the Roman Empire is doing. So we are still not technically the Roman Empire, okay? We have to actually reconquer the West, and I don't think we're going to be technically the Roman Empire until we at least reconquer Italia, Magna Graecia, Venetia, and Liguria. Liguria, of course, contains the de facto capital of the, or the former de facto capital of the Western Roman Empire, the city of Mediolanum, or I think as it's, actually it is called Mediolanum in this game, but in the modern day it is, of course, called Milan. But anyway, that is where we are. Let's jump back in. We have a lot of money to spend too, but first I want to scroll through my various armies and see if there's anything I can do. Yeah, this guy, this army will probably beach itself next turn. It tried last turn, and I was very annoyed that it didn't succeed. But yeah, these guys probably need to go ahead and leave. I'm going to put them in the water. I'm going to risk leaving this province undefended. I don't know if the Huns are going to make it all the way over here. If they do, I'll have to move some armies pretty quickly, but it's not impossible. I put you to speed march. All right, good. We're going to go a little farther that way. Okay, and of course I still have 2 armies hanging out near Carthage. They have been just sort of guarantee armies, if you will. And then I have this Hunnic stack up here that's threatening to mess with me. I've got a couple of armies near here. Alright, so we're in pretty good shape. Now I've got a lot of money to spend. I want to make sure I spend it well. So we're going to upgrade the sewers in Apulum so that we continue to have high growth there. We're also going to do the same thing in Sirmium. Same thing. And then I think we can also, yep, same thing in Salona. Saw that coming. We're also going to go ahead and build a trade port and go ahead and expand that city. So we're rebuilding a lot of territory that was burned out near Constantinople. And also, I'm going to make sure that I can go through my neighboring cities and not so neighboring cities. The city's a little further off. And upgrade what is necessary. Yeah, let me go ahead and do the Silk Road Market here in Merv. That'll be a nice little public order bonus. And also it'll bring in some additional income. Not really a lot. So no, I thought that was a more potent economic building than that. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Food Emporium in Cath so that we can have some more food coming in. Again, I'm playing as though on my hard building effects mod, which has come out over the past couple of weeks or so, you know, I'm focusing a lot more on food than I did earlier in the series because that's just, you know, the mode that I'm in right now. But oh yeah, let's upgrade the trade wharf in Hadrimentum, which is right here. So that's going to bring in some additional income in about 8 turns. So that's awesome. We also... By the way, someone just asked in a comment that the same night that I'm recording this, what happened to Eutropius's brother? Here's your answer. Publius Plautus actually looks like he died at the age of 27. He died quite young. Either that or he might have just died at his natural age, but that seems young to me. We need Anicius Vatia to try and do some damage. Where are you exactly, Anicius? I can't recall. All right. Anicius is the army in Constantinople. So we need him to be the one to defeat Attila if possible, because he could potentially be the next heir. We have adopted him into our family because our only child right now is a bastard son, and we don't want that to happen. So, hang on. I've got some positions I need to fill here. You need to be master of horse. This guy can be... Whoa! This guy can be master of soldiers. Marcus Cotta is going to be master of soldiers, and we're going to end the turn. And we're going to see, kind of making me nervous. We'll see how this plays out. By the way, I just want to say really quickly, I know I've said this a few, and once again playing with my recording setup a little bit, just, you know, always trying to improve. And I'm using a different recording setting that actually results in, looks like much smaller file sizes, but no noticeable degradation in quality. But of course I haven't done extended testing with it yet, and this is really the only way to do it with the time that I have. So if anything in this video is weird, or a frame rates drop, or if anything happens like that, just know that I'm experimenting, and I can always change it back to the previous settings while we're all waiting for Attila to make a stupid move. Okay, so interesting. Oh, alright. So there's another army. The Rugians want a trade agreement. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to start any new trade agreements with people that I'm... Okay, good. Please just kill yourself. Alright, he's got the city under siege again, which is really annoying. I was hoping he would just attack it. But he might not be able to. He might not have artillery. So if he doesn't have artillery, he can't attack it. But anyway. Optimus Taurus. Oh man, did all of my offices just finish up? Yeah, they did. Alright, well, I'll have to re-promote all of them. Please, for the love of God. Did it again. He did it again. He's just going to do this back and forth. And I can't chase him. I do have this army, though. So, tell you what. We're going to move this army. Can I get you to Gabala? Yes, I can. Perfect. We're going to get this army to Gabala, and we're going to kill him next turn. We're also going to rebuild Gabala a little bit more. We'll pay Attila a visit in just a second. But first, we have some other things to do. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and upgrade the food production buildings here. And the Roman shrine as well. It looks like this needs to be expanded, so we're going to do, once again, some food production. Leptis Magna, you need an aqueduct. Because you're a Roman city, and proper Roman capitals have aqueducts. That's what this series is all about, is reforming the proper Roman Empire. That's what we're going to do. Now, okay, can't quite turn taxes on in these newly repopulated provinces just yet. I'm going to upgrade the military wharf in Corinthus, and that's all my money. So now Attila is hanging out right here. Kind of like he wants Sirmium, which is real cute. So let's see if we can get to... No, we can't get to that army, but I can get to Sirmium. Okay. Can I potentially hide you outside of Sirmium? Could I do that? I moved you here. So would you let that happen? Yes. Alright. I'm going to put that army in ambush mode and see if Attila is stupid enough to try and attack one of these cities. I have several armies nearby that could take him. I'm also going to do the same thing in Romula. These armies are not all fully replenished. It would be difficult to make this happen. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing in Viminacium as well. Oh, I can't, actually. Well, in that case, I'm just going to move this army to Viminacium. I want to make sure that all the cities in the area are covered. And then I have this stack. What do I do about you? What do I do about you? Like one of these armies needs to be in Sopiane. I'm going to move this one to Sopiane, and we're going to keep this one in Apulum. So we're splitting our forces up a bit. But it's all to kind of see where Attila might go. Because in the past couple of episodes, if you've missed them, we have just dealt Attila's death stacks blow after blow after blow. So I'm pretty confident. Why is this army not regenerating? This is the second turn in a row where this army hasn't done anything. What's your deal? I don't know what's going on with this guy. Alright, well. Ready for orders. This is Anicius Vatia. We're going to put him up in Serdica. We have an ambush mode army set up near Constantinople. Did I just say Constantinople? Constantinople. And we have this army here. Two armies visible, so they're least likely to attack Viminacium or Serdica. But let's end the turn and see what they do. See, that's why I hate having to constantly redo promotions. I wish there was an automatic system to where you wouldn't have to keep reinserting people. Alright, so the Picts, they are giving the Western Roman Empire a lot of trouble. But it doesn't appear that they're actually conquering Genua, which is the last holdout of the Western Roman Empire. Which is, again, you know, I hate to say so many things against the Attila AI in the past several episodes, but it's a noticeable issue, you know? And it's a shame. I wish it were that are available, but sometimes you just wish they would make a more aggressive move. All right, so he looks like he's finishing off that army over there. Okay, so they actually do have more stacks. Oh, wow. All right, so they've got a diplomat there. 3 more death stacks just moved. Okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you actually going to let me kill you this time, or are you just going to do the same old freaking thing? Alright, you know what? Here's how we're going to do this. Alright, the Varanians have been destroyed, I'm pretty sure by Attila. Now, can I attack him there? Yes, I can. I don't want to attack him on the water, though. I'm just going to put this army in Sirmium. Unfortunately, they're now visible. But the thing is, we now have winter attrition affecting these armies, so I need to get them inside these cities so that they're properly barricaded. Oh, let's see. What's the best way to deal with this? I'm going to move this army down here by Sirmium. So we're going to withdraw from Apulum because I really don't have the ability to defend Apulum. I mean, I guess I could have moved that army up, but I would have had, looks like I would have had to rapid march. Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't have. I can move all the way up there. Man, this is quite a movement range on this army. That's awesome. All right, also, same here. We're going to put you in the city. This army is actually not suffering attrition where they are, so I'm going to leave them there. Tempt one of the Hunnic stacks to try and attack Constantinople. Why am I saying Constantinople? I know the name of the city. I just have started randomly flubbing it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with these guys. Ready for battle. I think, yes, I can. I can hit the king if I do this. Okay, so we just sent him packing for the last time because I've got this army in position, and now we're going to do this. Bye-bye. Tired of you. Tired of you. Alright, now unfortunately I can't quite get back to Gabala this turn, so they're going to suffer some winter attrition making this move, but it's worth it because now we no longer have those guys to worry about. Public order in this area sucks, though. Because of all these repeated attacks, we have minus, what was that? 17 instability. It's going to take 17 turns for an instability penalty to go away here. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and turn taxes off in this province. We'll lose a little bit of income, but it's fine. Alright, where else can I don't think I have any other armies that I can move into an advantageous position. With it being winter right now, it's kind of bad timing. So they're probably about to destroy Apulum. I'd be surprised if they didn't, but I want them to come closer in. I don't want their stacks hanging out anyway, so Might be about to sacrifice the city. All right. All right. We'll do it next turn. That promotion system, I'm telling you. It just seems like their terms go by so quickly. I think they're like 2-year terms, so like every 8 turns you have to re-promote all of them. Which, when you start to move at a pretty decent pace, usually towards the end game, you feel like you're constantly re-promoting your officers. Can be off-putting. Subians, what are you up to? Nothing? Okay. Okay. I think he thought he was going to attack Sirmium, but then I pulled that army out of ambush mode. Interesting. They're moving around Apulum. I hate that Attila's in the water right now. That's like the worst possible outcome. Like, he needs to not be in the water. He needs to be on land so I can fight him. I can fight him in the water, but sea battles in Attila suck. Like, and I want to fight him on land. Like, I want that to be the end of Attila. I don't want him to be sailing around. Like, Attila doesn't sail. He gallops. Rather, his horse gallops. Uh-oh. Here we go. This is the final climate change shift.
No mercy for the wicked, for they are weak. Guard our spirits and keep us from eternal darkness. He opened the 6th seal, and behold, the sun became black, and the moon became like blood. Protect them. Give them your strength. The day of reckoning has come.
There it is. We've survived until the final chapter of the campaign. Oh, Legio 8 Ferrata. What's happened here? Well, I guess we don't really have any good military characters, so we're just going to pick the youngest character there. Interesting. No! How did that happen? Well, I mean, I should be celebrating right now. Attila's dead. But did he die due to attrition? I mean, he was just hanging out here. Who did he die fighting? It says he died. Did he die of... He couldn't have died of old age. It said he lied vanquished. This was his army right here. What is happening? How did that even... Well, that's... I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of anticlimactic, isn't it? Like, we were really building towards killing him in battle. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. And if you're an experienced Total War Attila player, it's not the first time you've seen it either. You know, it's fun to be able to kill Attila, and it's a point of pride, and I have the achievement. I've done it, but he can die from fighting anything. Or I'm guessing he died from attrition just now. From winter attrition. Which is kind of hilarious, but also sad. Alright, we're not going to attack them, but I think we can attack this stack. So now our objective is to annihilate the Huns themselves. Yeah, these guys, we're going to auto-resolve that way. Decisive victory, but they really did a lot of damage. Alright, we're going to finish off this stack right now. Lost a couple of men in the process, unfortunately. And we're going to lose even more in a second. I'm taking the risk of rapid marching that army back into the territory. Well, crap. Well, I will fight, you know, the last battle against the Huns when it happens. No, I don't want to exchange units. I do, however, want to hit these guys really hard. Goodbye. So that army's dead.
We hunger
Man,
for battle.
I'm upset that the game killed Attila and we didn't. I'm upset. I mean, I can't...
Commander,
It's not something I can be, like, too upset about, because it's a good thing. Like, we're going to be able to expand now. We're going to be able to branch out, especially in the next phase of the series, and really, we're going to reconquer Rome and do a lot more. But actually, wait, hang on. You can get to Romula, can you? Yeah, go ahead and go then.
I want our
Alright, so we're moving it. Well, I thought that was Anicius. Where's it? Oh, Anicius is in Serdica. That's right. This is when I wish we had a navy to block that fleet in, but we don't.
your command.
Alright, I'm going to fortify that army right there.
We
I'm going to put
hunger
this
for
army
battle.
back in Sirmium so they regain some life. And we just have some Hunnic death stacks to finish off. But we have a lot of money. A lot of money because we made it to the last turn. I'm really surprised still about Attila, but I don't know how it happened either. That's what sucks. He was in our territory. It has to have been attrition. It has to have been. But with him gone, I mean, we just entered into a golden age of the campaign because things are going to get much more straightforward. I think since I've been building up so much food, like I've been talking about, that last climate change shift probably won't even affect us because we'll have to see in a couple seasons when winter rolls around. But I think we'll be okay. I really do. I'm not. It's not something that's concerning me. Tell you what, let's go ahead and build these Auxilia barracks, just in case there's ever any kind of rebellion and I need to have troops down in that direction. Build a cattle herd here. Upgrade the quarries in that province. Looks like... Alright, there's still some growth to be done here, but Armosia is actually having a bit of a sanitation problem, so that could be the start of a disease issue. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I am going to go ahead and upgrade these to fortified towns, because they're going to be frontline towns, pretty much. Actually, these stables, why are they stables? These need to be cattle pens. Good lord. Actually, speaking of that, let's have a look at our farm buildings, because we have, I think, in a few places we still had. Oh wait, I can expand this. That's good. Let's do a salt deposit. I think in a few places, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is now. We can convert these to cattle farms now. Anywhere where there were wheat farms, they're no longer really viable now that we've had the final climate change shift. Interesting. Seems like this is another area I hadn't fully built up. Alright, sheep, cattle. Still have a lot of money. Let's look. Yeah, this is meager, so we're going to convert this to sheep. Just looking for weed farms. Wheat farms, rather. Weed farms is what a commenter much earlier in the series was calling them. It's just like, well, they're not weeds. It's useful. It's just, once you get to a certain point, they're not as useful as they used to be, because you can't grow them. So we're demolishing the wheat farms where we see them. That one's already being converted. Oh wait, there's one. But I don't have the money to convert it. Okay. But that's in Eudemon, though. This is in the province with the Marib Dam. And their fertility is still at 2. So this actually will still be a productive farm for the remainder of the game. It's going to give us 100 additional food, which is great. So yeah, I think I think on that note, hang on, let me level up that general, and let me, before I forget, let's put people in their positions. You can be master of offices. You can be master of foot. You can be master of soldiers. You can be a military count. And you can be a military count. Perfect. Okay. On that note, though, I will go ahead and end this episode here. And then in the next one, we're going to work on finishing off these Hunnic stacks. We'll probably fight the battle against the last couple, just, to finish off what's left of the Huns. But they're not going to spawn death stacks like crazy anymore. Now that Attila is dead, sadly. God. I really want to know how that happened. I really want to know. But now that he's dead, we can just focus on finishing them off. And now that they're done, I mean, they are not a threat to us anymore. Let's look diplomatically at their strength rank. They're still the 3rd strongest. The Picts are the 2nd strongest. The Suebians have actually fallen to 6th, so they're not as strong as they used to be, even though they have held on to this territory for a while, which is interesting. Now, the Abdanians, they're allies with the Picts, so I don't want to have any trade with them. But is there someone else I can trade with, maybe? The Suebians actually have a really good attitude towards me, which I think is interesting. Oh, because I took action against the Huns. They really like all that fighting that I was doing against the Huns. We have some... Where are the Alamans? The Alamans are all the way up there. Okay. Well, that's where we are. It's a very interesting... very interesting turn of events with Attila vanishing before our eyes. But in the next one, like I said, we're going to be able to keep recolonizing. We're going to finish off the Huns really before we do the recolonizing. But you're going to see a lot more of the map start turning purple quickly. Now it's going to start happening before the series goes on break again, which is the exciting part. So we've got a lot to look forward to in episodes 70 and 71. Thanks very much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in a bit.